Hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and guess what, folks? You're watching Funny Old Guys. That's what you're doing. Our bugler is in fine form, Dr.
Oh,
Baker. Say hello to our wonderful audience here today.
guten Tag, everybody. So nice to have you with us today. This is going to be so funny.
Indeed. And Homeless Charlie, say hello to, I'm not going to say midgets and dwarfs.
Oh,
Say
good
hello
for
to all
you.
the little people in America.
Well, hello to all the little people in America.
Now, folks, what we do is we tell jokes and you laugh hysterically. And the more you laugh, because we're recording the laughs, we get paid per laugh. So you
Oh,
laugh, and this stuff is hilarious. And we're going to start with Dr. Fatpacker. Go for it.
jawohl. Hello, everybody. I have a special feature, and I think this is my last one for this.
Yep.
Idiots in the news. Okay, so when this man attempted to siphon gasoline from a motorhome parked in a Seattle street by sucking on a hose, he got much more than he bargained for.
Oh.
The police arrived at the scene to find a very sick man curled up next to the motorhome near spilled sewage. A police spokesman said that the man admitted to trying to steal gasoline, but he plugged a siphon hose into the motorhome sewage bank by mistake. Now, the owner of the vehicle declined to press charges, saying that it was the best laugh he'd had, and that guy should have been punished enough just with that.
Wow. So anyway, and I don't think the sewage would fit well in this guy's car.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, terrible. Homeless Charlie, it's your turn. Tell us a joke.
Oh, here's an oldie but a goodie. A grasshopper walks into a bar, and the bartender looks at him and says, "You know, they named a drink after you."
Oh.
And the grasshopper says, "Really? There's a drink named Stanley?"
That is so strange indeed. A drink named Stanley. Well, anyway, Chicago. No, I sound like Jack Benny.
A little bit, yeah.
Chicago now leads the world's great cities in the number of people around whom you shouldn't make a sudden move. That's one of the great cities. Dr. Fatpacker, it's your turn.
You know, I don't understand why people say, get ready for bed.
Yeah.
I'm always ready for bed.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're done. That's a good one. I like that. I'm ready too.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you're not a doctor. You're not a surgeon. You're not even a nurse. Well, sorry, you look like a nurse. But anyway, tell us a joke.
Well, three drunk guys, they get in a taxi, and the driver knew that they were drunk. So he started the car and he turned it off. And the first man gives him the money. The second guy thanked him, but the third man slapped the driver. And the driver was surprised that he had noticed. So he asked why. And the third man replies, "Well, why did you drive so fast?"
I don't know. I don't know. Well, the White House has directed the CIA to give the president of the U.S. intelligence briefings. You know, folks, some of these jokes just write themselves. Dr. Fatpacker, go for it.
This American girl was visiting England and was invited to a party, yeah? While dancing with a stuffy, monocled Englishman, her necklace became unfastened and slipped down the back of her dress. Yeah. She asked the Englishman to retrieve this jewelry piece for her. He was very embarrassed, but wishing to comply with her request, he reached cautiously down the back of her dress. And he goes, "I'm terribly sorry, but I can't seem to reach it." She says, "Try further down." Oh, at this point, he noticed that he was being watched by everyone in the room, which made him feel most uncomfortable. And he whispered to the girl, "I feel like such an ass." And she goes, "Never mind that. Just get the necklace."
Exactly. Ooh, well, what an investigative
That's it. You can move on now.
adventure. Homeless Charlie.
Well, this guy walks into the library, goes up to the desk, and he says, "Hello, ma'am. I'd like to take a book out about committing suicide." And the librarian replies, she says, "Well, no, you can't. You'll never bring it back."
Oh, that, well,
Yeah,
a wise
that's right.
librarian. Well, anyway, there was this young man, 18 years old, got a job as a rookie waiter in a very exclusive neighborhood, okay, in a restaurant, right? And so he's learning the trade. He's been assigned to a senior waiter, very exclusive. And so at some point, this beautiful woman with a low-cut dress, her necklace came off. Does that sound familiar?
I don't know. Pray tell.
It went right down the front of her dress, and
Whoa!
the rookie 18-year-old waiter raced over there, reached down into her dress and pulled out the necklace and gave it back to her. And of course, she was in shock. And the senior waiter pulled him aside and said, "You shouldn't have done that." And he says, "Well, I was just trying to be helpful, a very exclusive restaurant. What should I have done if I didn't do it that way?" He says, "Next time, son, use a warm spoon." Dr. Fatpacker.
What? That was very good. Nicely done. Oh, my friend Rollin told me that it makes his heart smile when two ugly people find each other and fall in love. So I asked him who the lucky girl was.
Homeless Charlie.
Well, one day a DEA, drug enforcement officer, he goes to a ranch in Texas and he says to the rancher, "I need to inspect your ranch for drugs."
Whoa.
And the rancher says, "Okay, but do not go in that field over there." And the officer says, "Mister, I have the authority to go anywhere I want." And he reaches into his pants pocket, takes out his badge, and proudly displays it to the rancher.
Wow.
He says, "See this badge? This badge means I'm allowed to go wherever I wish, on any land, no questions asked or answers given. Have I made myself clear?"
Yeah.
And the rancher nods and says, "Go ahead." Well, short time later, the rancher hears a loud scream, and he sees a DEA officer running for his life, chased by a huge bull. And the bull is sort of catching up to him. And then the rancher throws down his tool, runs to the fence, and yells to the top of his lungs, "Your badge, your badge, show him your badge."
I like that one. I have the authority. I have the authority. Well, anyway, USA Today has come up with a brand new survey, okay?
Ooh, what about Vassilos?
For stupid people.
Oh, okay.
It seems that in the United States, where am I here? 3 out of 4 Americans make up at least 75% of the population. That's what it is, you stupid people. Dr. Fatpacker, let me see what time it is. Oh, we're good.
All right. Val, I want to include both of my friends in this. So did you ever go to the cemetery and read the epitaphs on the cemetery stones?
Occasionally.
Yes. My buddy Terry says to me, when he dies, he wants his epitaph to read, "Mistakes were made."
Whoa.
And I said to him, "Wasn't that on your birth certificate?"
Oh, that was cruel, Dr. Fatpacker. Cruel, I tell you. Okay. Homeless Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got a job sketching suspects at the police station.
Hold it. You have to start over. This is your last one.
Well, okay, as I said, I got a job
Yep.
sketching suspects at the police station.
Ooh.
So now I'm a con artist.
A con artist. Get it, Dr. Fatpacker?
Clever, very clever, jawohl.
Well, that's it with the jokes, but we're not done. We have one more item Dr. Fatpacker, we have a point of conversation between the three of us. What is the point of conversation for today?
Well, this will be something to think about. So you decide to take the shortcut through the alley. When this gunman, a guy with a gun comes up to you and he says, "Can you give me a reason not to pull the trigger?"
Oh.
What do you say to that, homeless Charlie?
Well, I would say that I had been told earlier in the day that I was only going to live 24 hours. So I said, what the hell? Go ahead. I don't care.
Whoa. What a brave
nice
man.
segue. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's listening. That's good.
Yeah. Guys, is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead. Comedy thief, what would you do with the gunman pointing a gun at you and saying, "Tell me something and give me a reason why I shouldn't shoot you"?
Yeah, well, I got an answer. You surprised at that?
Yes, I am.
I know firearms. I would look at the device in his hands very carefully, and I would conclude that he's holding a BB gun. So I would kick him in his package, and when he's laying down, writhing in pain, I would take his wallet and walk away. That's what I would do. What would you do there, Dr.
What a turnaround. Well, I'd tell him that I have nothing to live for, and I'd start crying a little bit, and I said, my wife left me, my children tried to stick me in a senior home, and he started crying, and I started crying, and then we laughed a little bit, and then we went out for a drink and got drunk.
Oh, well, there you go, and nobody got killed. Anyway, That's it. We're out of here. Thank you so much for watching our funny old guy. Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. Dr. Fatpacker, don't we invite a famous celebrity to be on our very next video?
Jawohl, I've got a man here that I'd like to invite, and he was in all the Rambo movies.
Yeah.
And he was in Our Miss Brooks very long time ago, and he was in The Real McCoys. Richard Crenna.
Perfect choice. So Robert Crenna, we want you to check in at Funny Old Guys at funnyoldguys.com. And
Richard Crenna, read your notes. Richard Crenna.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I don't know. I don't think he's alive.
You don't think he's alive?
I'm pretty sure.
You sure?
Let me look him up real quick.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold it.
My goodness.
You mean?
What?
Wait a minute. You mean he's dead?
Yo, died in 2003.
Who do we know named Richard? All right. Who do we know named Dick? Never mind.
Tracy.
Who do we know named Crenna? God, probably nobody.
Oh boy, that's maybe Robert Crenna.
All right, this is too confusing. We're going to invite no one to be on our very next video. So this is the Comedy Thief. We steal everything you saw and heard today. Pass it along to Dr. Fatpacker for his goodbye and his farewell.
Well, auf Wiedersehen, everybody, on to have a good week. And listen, before you go, please make sure you go down to the bottom and you see that little rectangle there that says subscribe. Well, subscribe, and it'll change to subscribed. It's with the ED on the end. But anyways, if you want to tell your friends about Funny Old Guys, which I encourage you to do that. And to make it easier, though, if you send us an email with funnyoldguys@gmail.com, and we will send you these fancy little business cards with our YouTube address on it, and then everybody can watch us. So there, ta-ta.
Okay, and Homeless Charlie. Let's see, I got to wing this one too. You have to say goodbye and farewell to the entire National Football League.
Wow, goodbye and farewell to the entire National Football League.
And also to you viewers. So everybody say goodbye, farewell, everybody wave, and we'll see you down the road.